What's up everybody, Kevin Walsh from Ninja Holistic Health and Fitness. Welcome back to my weekly video series. So we're on episode 3 right now on this month of making difficult lifestyle changes. And the topic that I'm going to go over today is a concept I call fueling the fire. And basically what that means is when you're trying to make a change in something, the key to alchemizing and kind of getting to the other side of it is you have to have a burning desire to get from point A to point B. And that's the thing missing from most people's plans. You can have the mechanics of you should eat this, don't eat that, exercise this way or that way or whatever. But if you don't have that just absolute real burning key thing inside of you that says I'm gonna push through no matter what, the chances of success are low and you're most likely going to kind of fall back and just go to old habits and give up on it. So these are just 3 quick points here that I'm going to go over that are going to help you get past that. The first is be relentless. So when you're trying to get to a particular goal, you want to constantly reaffirm to yourself through affirmations in the mind, positive things. I can do this. You know, I've had successes in the past. I know I've got this. Constantly reinforce good things mentally, because what happens is if you don't, it's inevitable that negative influences are going to percolate through your mind, and you may think things like, oh, I failed in the past, here I am, I'm failing again. And we tend to kind of yo-yo back and forth as a result of that. So to make sure that that doesn't happen and you don't have outside influences coming in that are negative, constantly reinforce positive affirmations, particularly in the morning when you wake up, so that the first things that you do are going to be in line with your goals. And a little windy up here, as you can see, so that you don't fall back on old habits. The second thing is failure is your friend. So when you're trying to get to a particular goal, if you can mentally frame that failure is actually your best asset on the path, it'll allow you to realize that every mistake that you make is just a stepping stone toward your goals. School in particular really has brainwashed a lot of people into thinking that when you fail, you've done something wrong. And that's the furthest thing from the case, because if you have that kind of mentality of like Rocky, no matter how many times you go down, you get back up again, eventually the dam will break, so to speak, and your intent to change will be stronger than the apathy of holding back and staying where you are. So kind of identify failure as an asset and use that as a way to bolster and strengthen your resolve to continue on. And then the last thing is what I call the cookie jar. And the cookie jar is basically writing down a list of all the things that you've done successfully in the course of your life, anything meaningful, so that when you get to those times where you're trying to make changes and you feel like you're failing and not getting anywhere, you sort of just dive into the feelings that you had back when you were successful at doing something. And when you align with those past experiences, it helps you to reframe things, get back up onto the horse, and then try again. And I've used this to my own personal advantage many times when I was having struggles and I felt like I wasn't going to make it, or be able to change things, whether it was losing weight, quitting cigarettes, or whatever. And this could be anything. It doesn't have to be health and fitness related, the successes. It could be something in business. It could be the first home run you hit when you were a kid growing up. Anything that just gives you a feeling of success, and just being able to align with that so that you can sort of take that feeling and it'll feed these 2 things of being relentless and making failure your friend. So anyway, that's it. A little couple nuggets for you for the day on how to make changes, and then we'll get to episode 4, which is the action plan, and I'll put a whole plan together for all these last 3 episodes for you next week. And then last thing, the recipe ebook I have is coming out next week, so stay tuned on that. I'll put that on my website and you can download that for free, and I have about 18 really tasty recipes, kind of ranging from easy to make to more challenging, to give everybody a little taste of something. So enjoy your Monday, have an awesome day, and I will catch you next week. Take care.